reach out.
Yes.
And I'm going to touch the hem of his garment.
Yes.
And I'm sure if I touch this garment, I'll be made whole.
Yes, sir.
Listen to me. Sometimes you can't go off of nobody else's faith.
All right.
You got to go off your own faith.
Yeah.
You can't get in on anybody else's faith.
Right.
You got to get in on your own faith. Y'all don't hear me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right.
She said in herself, nobody told her. Nobody told me. Y'all don't hear me.
All right.
Amen.
But sometimes God will speak to you. You don't even understand why he's telling you what to do. Just do it.
Do it.
Right.
You know, just reach out. Just touch.
Yes.
Man, you might have thought, well, that's pretty foolish for a thought to come in our mind. If I touch this garment, you would think he would have to lay hands on her. He would have to pray for her. He would have to do something special for her. Like he done for everybody else. He said, I'll come to your house and put my hand on your servant.
Yeah.
But you know the centurion said, because the centurion had faith, the centurion said, no, you ain't got to come to my house. I'm not worthy for you to come under my roof. But if you just speak the word, I know my servant will be. See, there's some people that have that faith within them. If they just touch the hem of his garment, they'll be made whole. Well, anyway, you know, the Bible said that she touched him. And immediately, her issue of blood was dried up. And see, nobody told her.
Thank you.
You ain't got to say, man. She was out of hope. And when we run out of options, that's when we go to Jesus. But I'm saying this, when Jesus is present, and when Jesus is on his throne, we always should go to Jesus first. But this situation was that God can be glorified. You ain't got to say, man. And she said in herself, if I touch the hem of his garment, and the Bible said her issue of blood was clear. Amen. She was made whole. And Jesus said, who touched me? Now, Jesus was in a crowd. Amen. And they was pushing and they was shoving. Amen. And he gonna say, who touched me? You ain't got to say, man. You don't think that would make a lot of sense that he's in a great crowd. But he noticed that somebody touched him that had some faith within themselves. Listen to what I'm saying here. They didn't have nobody else's faith. They had faith in themselves. In order for you, when the doctor gives you bad news, or the doctor says things ain't going to go right, you know he has not the last say. Jesus has the last say. Amen. And Jesus said, somebody touched me. Amen. Because I know somebody touched me. Because something happened. When my faith touched her faith, something happened. When the virtue came out of my body, I know somebody touched me. Somebody, not just an ordinary touch. Sometimes we be in the midst of Jesus, we just be ordinary. But it be some people in there that has the faith. Amen. That has the faith that comes in expecting something to happen. See, a lot of people are around Jesus and they don't expect nothing to happen, so nothing happens. But if you be around Jesus and you got the faith and you come into the church expecting a healing. Listen to me. Not if you just sitting here. You don't expect to be healed. You don't expect the doctor to heal you. But I'm telling you, the true doctor is Jesus. When you come to church, the Spirit of God is here because God said, where one or two are gathered in my name, I'm in the midst. The power is here, but you have to have the faith. Well, anyway. Amen. Jesus said, somebody has touched me. For I perceive that the virtue is gone out of me. And when the woman saw that she was not hid, she trembled and fell down before him and declared unto him before all the people for what cause she had touched her.
Yeah.
Amen?
All right.
And immediately, in how she was healed immediately. Amen? And he said unto her, daughter, be of good cheer, for thy faith hath made thee whole. You know, Jesus didn't say, my faith made you whole. He said, your faith.
That's right.
See, that's what happens a lot of times. You want to go on Jesus' faith. Jesus said, you got to have your own faith.
Amen.
He said, your faith made you whole.
Yeah.
Amen. And the Bible goes on to the story that we was in. While he was yet speaking, there came from the ruler of the synagogue's house, saying to him, thy daughter is dead. Amen. And the people thought, well, that was it. All hope is gone.
All right.
You know, Jesus, if you would have came, almost like what Mary and Mary Magdalene said, Jesus, if you would have been here, Lazarus wouldn't have died. Amen. Now all hope is gone. Lazarus is in the tomb. Amen. He's in the tomb for four days. And you know what? Jesus said, amen, I'm glad I wasn't there.
All right.
You ain't got to say, man. When Jesus heard the news, Jesus said, I'm going to stay 3 more days. You know why he said he's going to stay 3 more days? Because they had this religion, they had this belief that the spirit hovered over the body for 3 days.
Yeah.
That's right.
You ain't got to say, man. So Jesus had to wait until they had no hope. Y'all don't hear me? Jesus waited 4 days where they say he dead for sure.
All right.
And then Jesus came, amen, to Bethany.
Yeah.
And and Mary ran out there and said, if he was there, my brother wouldn't have died. And Jesus said, do you believe in the resurrection of the dead? Amen. She said, yeah, I believe. But he still stinks. Amen. 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 You see, they had lost all hope. What I'm trying to talk about.
Come on.
Amen. They lost all hope. And the Bible said, you know, Jesus wept. You ain't got to say, man.
All right.
Amen. He wept because they still didn't believe. You know, they still didn't expect anything. Even though God was in their presence.
Yeah.
They still didn't have the expectation that they could be healed or a change could come. And a lot of times we get in the same situation. We come in, we don't have no expectation. We sick, we don't think. We think we got to take medicine, we got to do this, we got to do that. We don't think God can heal us.
All right.
But anyway, the news came. The bad news came. She's dead. Amen. Amen.
Yeah.
But see, when they told, when the news came, they said Lazarus was dead. Jesus said he sleeps. Y'all hear me?
Yes.
Amen. Because there's hope beyond hope. When we run out of options, when all hope is gone, there's hope after hope. Now I know that you don't think God is still raising the dead, but He is.
Yeah.
There's people that's dying that's coming back. God is still on His throne. He's still in power.
All right. All right. Yes, sir.
And the Bible said, amen, the bad news came from the synagogue house saying, your daughter is dead. Trouble not the master. Amen. All right, they lost all hope. Amen.
Yeah.
But when Jesus heard it, He answered and said, saying, fear not, believe only. Amen. And she shall be made whole. Now, you see, Jesus said, fear not, believe only. Amen. Believe in God only. That God is still in power. God is still able to do these things. It ain't no use coming to church if you don't believe